Is Hydrogen Systems Inc. stock a buy? The stock closed for the session of the 12th of March 2021 at $0.0036, and I believe in the pre-market session right now about 650,000 shares have crossed the tape. But in any case, we have a position in Hydrogen Systems, so it's important that we let you know that. We can see what's going on down there, up there. We can just quickly go ahead and see what we can digest about its trend and more. Hydrogen Systems appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping. The MACD histogram is above zero and rising. It is outperforming the S&P 500 index. Momentum for Hydrogen Systems is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. Evidently, you can see the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is currently at 52.7%. It's rising. Volume on the unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Yes, absolutely. The slope of the it's definitely, you can see how steep it is. Yes. So before we conclude, we say anything, we have to just go ahead and look at what happened in the last few hours before the session closed on the 12th of March 2021. We can see that it was just declining based on this 1 minute chart. It was very much bearish, and all the trend lines, all of them, the 20-day, 10-day, 50-day, 200-day, shorts, intermediate, and the long-term trend lines based on that 1 minute trend line were all bearish. As a matter of fact, even the volume weighted average price was equally bearish somewhat. But at the same time, we noticed something. The momentum was slightly inching up, but the price wasn't inching up. So that tells you something, that maybe that bottom was already reached, and that was also at the same bottom that it's achieved its lowest bottom during that last 2 hours. That was the bottom it reached, which was $0.0361. So fingers crossed. Let's see how things will pan out for the stock. But this is just the very short term picture of things. So let's go ahead and look at the 60-day chart, 60-minute chart. You can see in the 60-minute chart, it is trading in between its short-term trend lines. It's trading in between the 10-day and the 20-day trend line. So, but at the same time, when we come back here and look at the daily chart, we can equally see the daily chart over there. We can see it's trading. The graphics here is somewhat different. It's somewhat magnified. I mean, because of the fact that it is trading at penny stock prices. So that's the scale will give a different sort of impression about all that's going on. So, but based on the daily chart, we can see it's trading at a significant premium to its trend line. So we can see that the 20-day, the 10-day trend line, it's probably at roughly 2 cents, whereas it's at roughly 4 cents. And then the 20-day trend line is at 2 cents as well, approximately 2 cents. It could be something, a figure that is other than that, as well as the 50-day trend line. So going by this daily chart, we can see it is definitely not exactly a very it's trading at a premium, so it's not exactly the best time to enter, I mean, technically, but if you look at the fundamentals of the stock, you might want to ignore all of those things. You might look and see, you can see a market cap of 832,000, not even up to $1 million. But at the same time as well, you can come and see the share structure. We don't exactly know how current this is, but it's saying 25th of February. You can see it has up to $100 million, up to 100 million shares, 290 million shares outstanding, 1.5 billion shares outstanding. And it's also, I mean, all of that might tell you why it's having this sort of market capitalization. At the same time, over here too, the market capitalization is saying $5.4 million. So, well, But all in all, the point is that it seems there is a huge amount of shares, more than what we are looking at right now. So it seems that there's also a factor in a lot of things. But so if you want to ignore the share dilution or the size of its share structure and all that stuff, and look at the fundamentals of some hydrogen systems, yes, you might decide, I don't want to look at these technicals. It's all going to change, but fundamentals will keep on. It's there. The future is there. The company is doing its best to go green and all that stuff. So if you want to look at that, yes, I can say based on fundamentals, yes. So all I can now say in summary is just keep on watching and see how it goes. Just be careful at the same time not to allow the train leave the station. And how you're going to do that, quite frankly, I really don't know. So do you want to ignore all of the technicals and go ahead and buy the stock? Yes, I would say yes. Ignore the technicals and it's still affordable. Jump in and go ahead and see what's going to come out of this. So easily based on fundamentals, I'll say hydrogen systems is a buy. Yet at the same time as well, I'm just slightly cautious about the technicals. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video.